So hi guys, welcome back to match number 11 of Women's 100 2025. It is the Northern Superchargers women taking on the Southern Brave women. Northern Superchargers women have won the toss and they have chosen to bat first. Both the openers Devina Perrin and Davidson Richards are at the crease now. They are opening the innings for the Northern Superchargers women as usual. And for the Southern Brave women, it is Lauren Bell who is going to be bowling with the new ball. And we are about to start the match in another few seconds. So here's Lauren Bell, first ball of the match. Devina Perrin on strike. And Devina Perrin flicks it leg side. And straight away gets off the mark with a single towards mid-wicket. Devina Perrin is coming off a superb knock in the previous match in a superb run chase. So she will be looking to continue that form today as well. Now Davidson Richards is on strike. And that's cut away by Davidson Richards through the offside. And it goes towards deep point. Another single for Davidson Richards. Against the Trent Rockets women, Devina Perrin scored 72 runs. And that was a superb knock under pressure in a run chase, helping Northern Superchargers chase down. 129 in that match. Now Devina Perrin again on strike. That's a full delivery from Lauren Bell. Driven straight to covers. Another dot ball from Lauren Bell. So both these teams are unbeaten in this tournament so far. Southern Brave have also won 2 out of 2. Northern Superchargers women have also won 2 out of 2. So one of these teams are going to face defeat today. We need to see which team faces defeat and which team comes out triumphant again today. Devina Perrin again flicks it away leg side, full delivery on the pads. Devina Perrin picks up another single, gives a strike to Davidson Richards. So this is a good first over from Lauren Bell. There's 3 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over, and Davidson Richards drives down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball to finish that over. Excellent over from Lauren Bell. Just 3 runs coming from that over. And the Northern Superchargers women are 3 without loss after 5 balls. Southern Brave have a really good bowling attack. It is going to be tough work. This is going to be a really intense competitive match, I feel, because 2 unbeaten teams are facing each other and both of them are looking strong in their own ways. Sophie Devine is going to be bowling the second over of this innings. And Davidson Richards is on strike. Sophie Devine bowled brilliantly in the previous match against Birmingham Phoenix. That's another good delivery to start. Pitching, holding on the wicket. Davidson Richards drives in the air to covers. A dot ball to start the over from Sophie Devine. And this time Davidson Richards comes down the pitch, pulls it away towards deep mid-wicket, and Davidson Richards picks up another single, gives a strike to Devina Perrin. Here comes Sophie Devine again. Perrin hits it down the ground. But straight to mid-on, another dot ball from Sophie Devine. One thing about Devina Pirin is she will play a simple shot. She won't look to complicate too much in her technique. We saw it in the previous match as well. The way she was hitting the boundaries. Oh, that's another very good delivery. Pitching, swinging away from the right-hander. Devina Pirin going for the big shot but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. This is what I'm talking about. Southern Brave have a really good bowling unit. So are the Northern Superchargers. That is why this is such a good matchup between these two teams. Tipped in the air by Devina Pirin, just short of mid-on. And another dot ball. What an over. 3 consecutive dot balls from Sophie Devine to finish that over. Just 1 run came from that over from Sophie Devine. And the Northern Superchargers women are 4 without loss after 10 balls. So a good start here from both the opening bowlers of the Southern Brave. Sophie Devine and Lauren Bell bowling really well. And as a new bowler into the attack, straight away pulled in the air, straight into the hands of mid-on. And the catch is taken. And an early wicket. So in fact, it's Lauren Bell who is continuing in her second over. And she has picked up the wicket. First ball of the over. Davidson Richards looking to go after the bowling, but only managing to hit it straight into the hands of the mid-on fielder. And an early breakthrough here for the Southern Brave women. Lauren Bell striking first blood for the Southern Brave women. Davidson Richards has been struggling in this tournament. Struggle continues for her. Davidson Richards is out for just 2 from 5 balls. And Northern Superchargers women are 4 for 1 after 11 balls. The new batter to the crease now is the young, exciting Phoebe Litchfield. They've lost an early wicket here, the Northern Superchargers under some pressure. Phoebe Litchfield played a really good knock in the previous match in that run chase. And straight away, good delivery from Lauren Bell, flicked away by Phoebe Litchfield. And Phoebe Litchfield gets off the mark with a single towards deep mid wicket. And it has always been a struggle for Davidson Richards in this tournament. And that struggle continues. It has been Devina Pirin who has been doing most of the run scoring as an opener for the Northern Superchargers. And even Devina Pirin has only scored 2 from 6 balls now. That's driven beautifully by Devina Pirin through covers for 4. This is exactly what the Northern Superchargers wanted. First boundary of the innings. First boundary for Devina Pirin. Full delivery from Lauren Bell. A class of Devina Pirin on show. Cover drive at its best. First boundary of the innings. And it's full again, driven again by Devina Pirin. towards deep extra covers, and Devin Appirin picks up another single, gives a strike to Phoebe Litchfield. One more delivery left in this over, 6 runs from this over so far. Swing and a miss from Phoebe Litchfield. A dot ball to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over and the wicket of Davidson Richards in that over. The Northern Superchargers women are 10 for 1 after 15 balls. And Sophie Devine continuing in the attack straight away, a full delivery. Litchfield again looking to drive but missing it. Another dot ball to start the over. Sophie Devine with the ball has been outstanding in this tournament so far, particularly with the new ball. Again with offered, cut away by Litchfield but straight to points. And another dot ball here. Dot balls are accumulating at the moment. Northern Superchargers struggling to find the gaps, find the boundaries. Slow ball, Litchfield goes over the top and it's in the gap for 4. Much needed. A slow ball from Sophie Devine. And Litchfield has smashed it away for her first boundary of the day, second boundary of this innings. A wonderful shot there from Phoebe Litchfield. So this is exactly what Phoebe Litchfield can do, can be a very exciting and dangerous player for the oppositions. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Phoebe Litchfield on strike. Oh, that swung back in and he stopped it on. What has happened there? Phoebe Litchfield has chopped it back onto her stumps. And Sophie Devine strikes for the Southern Brave women. It was too close to her body. And I don't know what Litchfield was trying to do. Was she trying to defend? She was half defending, half poking. And got an inside edge back onto her middle stump. And more trouble here for the Northern Superchargers. Phoebe Litchfield is walking back after scoring 5 runs from 6 balls. And the Northern Superchargers women are 14 for 2 after 19 balls. So 2 early wickets here for the Southern Brave women. The Northern Superchargers in a little bit of trouble here. Annabelle Sutherland is the new batter to the crease for the Northern Superchargers women. Someone has to take the responsibility with the bat. Try and stay at the crease as long as possible. So one more delivery left in this over now from Sophie Devine. Last ball of the over. And Sutherland pulls it away to a past short point leg. No. Yes, it's gone past short point leg into the boundary for 4. That should have been stopped by the fine leg fielder. Poor fielding at short fine leg. It allows the ball to go through and it's into the boundary for 4. So Annabelle Sutherland gets off the mark with a boundary. First boundary for Annabelle Sutherland in this innings. And a boundary to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Sophie Devine and the wicket of Forbay Litchfield. And the Northern Superchargers are 18 for 2 after 20 balls. So now the new bowler into the attack for Southern Brave women is Tilly Coleman. Davina Perrin on strike. Davina Perrin has started really slowly here. Scored 1 boundary but batting at a strike rate of 87.50. That's a good delivery from Coleman to start on the stumps. Nicely defended by Davina Perrin towards covers. A dot ball to start the over. Flighted delivery, Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Annabelle Sutherland. So taking some time to set the fields here, Southern Brave. And Sutherland comes down the pitch, hits it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Tilly Coleman. Just 1 run from this over. Again, a really good over from Tilly Coleman so far. That's a flatter delivery. Defended on the back foot this time by Sutherland. Another dot ball here. So Northern Superchargers feeling the pressure here. Not able to gain momentum. Last ball of the over. Sutherland moves across, lines herself up for the sweep and then changes her shot. Plays the flick shot towards square leg. Another dot ball to finish that over. So just 1 run came from that over from Tilly Coleman. And Northern Superchargers women are 19 for 2 after 25 balls. So Maddie Villiers is the new bowler into the attack and straight away flighted delivery. Sutherland goes down the ground towards long on and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Davina Perrin. Flighted again. Perrin comes down the pitch but drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball here. Again drives. This time Davina Perrin finds the gap and finds the boundary. Much needed. She's been trying to find that gap for a long time. And finally Davina Perrin places the ball really well. Second boundary in this innings for Davina Perrin. And this time it's a flatter delivery. Davina Perrin comes down the pitch, hits it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Maddie Villiers. One more delivery left in this over. And this time it's a flighter delivery. Perrin comes down the pitch, gets an inside edge. Oh, just about missed the stumps there. Another dot ball to finish that over. Just 5 runs came from that over from Maddie Villiers. And still the Northern Superchargers women are 24 for 2 after 30 balls. So 24 for 2 now after 30 balls. The Northern Superchargers. Sophie Devine is continuing in the attack. And it's punched in the air, just past the bowler. And it goes towards long on. Could have been a cotton bolt there. Annabelle Sutherland just gently chipping it in the air back to the bowler, but just wide of Sophie Devine. And picks up another single. How close was that to being a cotton bolt? This is pressure time here for the Northern Superchargers. Devina Perrin on strike now. And Perrin goes for the lap shot. Gets it past short fine leg, but not enough power. So it will only be, in fact, they're coming back for the second. Could be a run out. They're appealing here for the run out. Are they going to go upstairs? All kinds of things happening here. The umpire doesn't seem interested, or does she seem interested here? Well, they're celebrating. And Devina Perrin is already walking back. What is happening here? Has the umpire even gone upstairs, or has she given it as not out? Has she given it as out? Oh, in fact, Devina Perrin is short of her ground. And I think she knew it straight away. Coming back for the second run. And has been run out here. Disaster for the Northern Superchargers women. The batter, in-form batter, Devina Perrin, is out for 13 from 15 balls. And the Northern Superchargers women are 26 for 3 after 32 balls. So Northern Superchargers women in huge trouble here. The top 3 batters have been dismissed. Current run rate is also only 4.06. Holly Armitage is the new batter to the crease for the Northern Superchargers women. Oh, it's inside edge from Holly Armitage. Goes past the keeper. But the fielder is there at short fine leg. She'll run around, cut it off. And Holly Armitage gets off the mark with a single in a dramatic way there. Oh my goodness gracious. What is happening here to the Northern Superchargers today? Two more deliveries left in this over. Annabelle Sutherland on strike. And as Sutherland comes down the pitch, drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Sophie Devine. Sophie Devine has been outstanding today. Absolutely brilliant. Still one ball left in this over. And this time Sutherland gently drives it down the ground long on. Picks up another single to finish that over. So really good over there. Just 4 runs coming from that over from Sophie Devine. And the Northern Superchargers women are 28 for 3 after 35 balls. So Georgia Adams is the new bowler into the attack now for the Southern Brave women. Holy Armitage on strike. And that's a flighted delivery. Armitage drives down the ground towards long off and picks up another single. Full toss, Sutherland hits it down the ground. But again, not enough power in the shot. It's another dot ball here. Southern Brave are having the advantage now in this game. And this time Sutherland goes for reverse sweep. They are appealing for LBW. Is this straight in front? Are they going to go upstairs? That looked very close for me. Yes, surely they are going to have a discussion. They are going upstairs, I think. This could be another big one here. And Northern Superchargers are not playing like Superchargers today, definitely. Don't know what has happened to them. Now, if the impact is in line, then definitely I think this is really going to be close. You need to have a look at this. Southern Brave right on top here in this match against the Northern Superchargers. Just checking whether there's any bat involved or any glove involved or not. But what is going on here? Northern Superchargers have batted really well in the last two matches. And their batting is really good. Somehow they have managed to lose so many wickets here already. So they are still checking, and the umpire has given it as not out. They didn't even go towards ball tracking. I think the umpire felt that there was some glove involved there. So it has been given as not out. And they have lost a review, Southern Brave, but I don't think they will mind it. They are on top of this game already here in Southampton. Holy Armitage is on strike now. And Armitage comes down the pitch, hits it back to the bowler. A slight misfield there from Georgia Adams, but still it will be another dot ball. That's cut away by Armitage down the ground, long off. And Armitage picks up another single to finish that over. 3 runs came from that over from Georgia Adams. And the Northern Superchargers women are 31 for 3 after 40 balls. So what a start this is for the Southern Brave women. Asked to bowl first today. And my word, they are bowling really well. The current run rate for the Northern Superchargers is 3.88, which is really low for their standards. With Annabelle Sutherland and Holy Armitage at the crease. They will be looking to recover from this position here. The Northern Superchargers, as Lauren Bell comes back into the attack. Still has 2 sets of 5 balls left in her spell. First ball, and that's cut away by Armitage towards deep extra covers. Armitage picks up another single. Annabelle Sutherland now on strike. It's a full delivery driven down the ground by Sutherland. And I think it's taken the bowler's hand on its way to mid-off or something. So it'll be another dot ball from Lauren Bell. Or I don't know what happened there to Lauren Bell as she hurt herself in the process. She's not looking quite comfortable here. There was a hard shot down the ground by Annabelle Sutherland. Lauren Bell is a very important bowler for the Southern Brave. Sometimes in cricket you got to take these blows from the batters. If you are a batter, then the bowler will give you blows as well. It's part and parcel of the game. That was hit very hard back to the bowler by Sutherland. It was even a catching opportunity, to be honest. But generally, bowlers, the reflex to take these quick catches will be very low. And hence, it's very tough to get hold of those catches. But anyways, Lauren Bell is back and ready. And she's continuing here. And straight away, Sutherland going for the scoop there. And not able to make connection. It's given as a wide as well. So Lauren Bell has to reload that one. Extra ball, extra run from Lauren Bell. Three more deliveries left in this over. Slow ball from Lauren Bell, flicked away by Sutherland towards deep square leg. And Sutherland picks up another single. Gives a strike to Holly Armitage. And this time it's a short ball. Armitage pulls it towards mid-on. Another dot ball from Armitage. So one more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And Armitage moves across, looks to swing leg side, gets an under edge towards point. And Armitage picks up another single to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over from Lauren Bell. And the Northern Superchargers women are 35 for 3 after 45 balls. So Southern Brave right on top here. Still 55 balls left in this innings. And both these batters struggling here for the Northern Superchargers. Tilly Coleman now continuing in the attack. And Sutherland gives herself room, gets the outside edge. It's gone racing past short third man. And it will race away for 4. No, it won't. Or will it? That was a good effort by the fielder, but I think the ball has just about touched the ropes. So it is given as a boundary, and that's a boundary to start the over for Annabelle Sutherland. And the Northern Superchargers women need plenty more of this. And this time it's a flighted delivery from Coleman. Sutherland comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Holy Armitage. And another flighted ball. Armitage flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single as well. So once again they are getting that one boundary in that over, but after that only dealing in singles, and that is not going to improve the current run rate. This time Sutherland goes for the sweep, but it's gone straight to deep mid wicket. Another single for Annabel Sutherland. You would feel that Sutherland has to take the responsibility from here to find the boundaries. Otherwise, Northern Superchargers might be in a risk of even finishing under 110, and that is not going to be a defendable target. Armitage comes down the pitch this time, flicks it leg side. It will be another single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman, and the Northern Superchargers women are 43 for 3 after 50 balls. So now another bowling change here. Chloe Tryon is the new bowler into the attack for the Southern Brave women. Has bowled really well in this tournament. Best figures of 2 for 25. Holy Armitage is on strike. And that's shot pulled away by Armitage towards deep mid wicket for another single, and gives the strike to Annabel Sutherland. That's a flighted delivery. Sutherland comes down the pitch, goes inside out, but deep extra cover is there. It will be a couple of runs for Annabel Sutherland. So again, they are not able to find the boundaries here. This is so unlike Northern Superchargers, who are an unbeaten team in this tournament so far. That's a quicker ball, cut away, punch to the back foot by Sutherland towards covers for another single. Gives the strike to Holy Armitage. Oh, in fact, they have come back for the second. That's good running between the wickets. Couple of runs completed by Annabel Sutherland. And this time Sutherland moves across, goes for the slog sweep. Somehow it goes past the keeper. Fine leg fielder running after it. And another couple of runs for Sutherland. And it brings up the 50 as well for the Northern Superchargers. One of the slowest 50s. I would say one of the slowest team 50s in this tournament, of coming off 54 balls. And still one more delivery left in this over. That's a flatter delivery. Sutherland comes down the pitch, drives it down the ground to long on, picks up another single to finish that over. The 8 runs came from that over from Chloe Tryon, and the Northern Superchargers women are 51 for 3 after 55 balls. Well, it's a day game. Northern Superchargers women are batting first, and this is a disappointing batting performance actually. Still for 45 balls left in this innings, but the current run rate is under 5, not acceptable at all. Maddie Villiers comes back into the attack, and straight away Armitage comes down the pitch, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Annabel Sutherland. And Sutherland goes for the slog sweep. Has she got enough timing on it? No, she hasn't. The catch is taken at long on. Something had to give. The pressure was mounting on Annabel Sutherland. The boundaries were not coming, and it forced the false shot there. Nicely flighted by Maddie Villiers. Sutherland going for the big shot, mistiming it. And another wicket goes down here. Maddie Villiers picking up her first wicket of the day. And Southern Brave continuing their dominance in this game. 4 down now, Northern Superchargers women. And their innings is in total disarray at the moment. Annabel Sutherland departs after scoring a run about 20. And the Northern Superchargers women are 52 for 4 after 57 balls. So this innings from the Northern Superchargers is absolutely going nowhere at the moment. It was Annabel Sutherland who had to take the responsibility and find the boundaries at regular intervals, but that didn't happen. And now Sutherland has been dismissed, and the new batter to the crease now is Bess Heath for the Northern Superchargers. Still 3 more deliveries left in this over. How well have the Southern Brave women bowlers bowled today? Line and lengths absolutely spot on. Consistent line and lengths. They are a team to watch out this season. And this time Bess Heath flicks it away towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball here from Maddie Villiers. But nothing is working here for the Northern Superchargers. Every time they are going for the big shot, they are finding the fielders. They are not able to... luck is not favouring them today. Heath goes for the reverse sweep. It's gone in the gap. And another couple of runs for Bess Heath to get off the mark. So still 1 more delivery left in this over. 3 runs from this over so far. Again, really good bowling by Maddie Villiers. Last ball of the over now. That's flicked away again by Bess Heath. They completed the first run quickly and have to settle for the single. So just 4 runs came from that over and the big wicket of Annabel Sutherland in that over. And the Northern Superchargers women are 55 for 4 after 60 balls. So Georgia Adams now being brought back into the attack. Bess Heath is on strike. Where are the boundaries coming from? That is the big question here. Nicely flighted. Heath hits it down the ground to mid-off. A dot ball to start the over from Georgia Adams. That's a flatter delivery, punched by Bess Heath towards covers again. Another dot ball from Georgia Adams. These dot balls are not helping the cause for the Northern Superchargers. The boundaries have completely dried up here. And this time she goes for the reverse sweep. The catch is taken by the wicket keeper. Another wicket goes down. I'm having absolutely no clue about what these batters are up to here for the Northern Superchargers. Going for a cute reverse sweep there, Bess Heath only managing to get the top edge, and the keeper running backwards and taking an outstanding catch. And Georgia Adams also picks up a wicket here for the Southern Brave. And the Northern Superchargers, well, problems continue for them. They are in huge problems here for the Northern Superchargers women. Bess Heath departs after scoring just 3 runs from 6 balls. And Northern Superchargers are in all sorts of trouble here. They are 55 for 5 after 63 balls. So 5 down now, and this innings has really not got any momentum. I don't know what happened to the Northern Superchargers batters today. Generally, you would like to bat first. They won the toss, chose to bat first. And in complete disarray, that's another flatter delivery. Kate Cross is the new batter to the crease. Defends it to covers. Another dot ball from Georgia Adams. Looks like this could be a wicket maiden here. Last ball of the over. And Kate Cross comes down the pitch, hits it past the bowler towards long off. And Kate Cross gets off the mark with a single with the bat to finish that over. Just 1 run came from that over and the wicket of Bess Heath in that over. The Northern Superchargers women are 56 for 5 after 65 balls. So Tilly Coleman now back into the attack from the other end. Armitage comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long off, and another single for Holly Armitage. Gives the strike to Kate Cross. Oh, Kate Cross comes down the pitch, they're appealing for the stumping. Could this be another? No, the umpire says not out here. The umpire is going upstairs to check. Very casual there from Kate Cross, gently coming down the pitch, looking to flick it, missing it, and then was daydreaming there for a while before she came back into her crease. This could be another wicket here for Southern Brave. Well, it looks as though Kate Cross is short of ground. And another wicket is going down here. Northern Superchargers, what are you up to today? OUT out on the big screen. And Kate Cross is also walking back here. Complete disaster here for the Northern Superchargers today. Nothing has gone their way. And Kate Cross is walking back after scoring just 1 run from 3 balls. Is out stumped. And the Northern Superchargers women are 57 for 6 after 67 balls. So just 4 more wickets left now. We are down to the bowlers for the Northern Superchargers. Unfortunately, this innings has just gone nowhere actually. None of the batters have stepped up. Complete opposite to what the Northern Superchargers did in their first 2 matches, which they won convincingly. And the new batter to the crease now is Fraser. And straight away Fraser drives in the air down the ground and picks up another single towards long off. Gives the strike to Holly Armitage. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's another flighted delivery. Armitage drives down the ground. Another single here. It's been full of singles and dots and wickets. The boundaries have just not come for the Northern Superchargers. Last ball of this over now. And Fraser cuts it straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish that over. Just 3 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman and the wicket of Kate Cross in that over. And the Northern Superchargers still struggling here. They are 59 for 6 after 70 balls. So 59 for 6 now. Georgia Adams is back into the attack, continuing from the other end. And straight away Armitage comes down the pitch, drives down the ground, long on, and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Catherine Fraser. And this time it's a good length delivery. Catherine Fraser punches it off the back foot, down the ground to long on. Another single for Catherine Fraser. So just picking up the singles now. Current run rate still 4.24. Armitage, can she do something? It's on the pads, flicked away again, but straight to short fine leg. Another dot ball from Georgia Adams. Time is running out here for the Northern Superchargers before they can decide to start attacking. Just 27 more deliveries left in this innings. And Armitage goes for the slog sweep. And oh, the catch is put down and it goes for 4. There was a catching opportunity there at deep mid wicket, but the fielder has put it down. And it's also gone to the boundary. Finally a boundary for the Northern Superchargers. First boundary in this innings for Holly Armitage. And this time again flighted. Armitage flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Georgia Adams. And the Northern Superchargers women are 66 for 6 after 75 balls. The only question now which I am having is, will Northern Superchargers women cross 100? That is the only question. There's only 25 more deliveries left in this innings. 4 wickets in hand. 2 batters at the crease who are not known for hitting boundaries. Chloe Tryon is back into the attack now. And straight away a quicker delivery. Catherine Fraser looking to flick it away, gets hit on the pads. And a dot ball to start the over from Chloe Tryon. So these dot balls and singles are not taking Northern Superchargers anywhere. That is the problem. And this time Fraser sweeps leg side. Deep square leg is there. Catherine Fraser picks up another single and gives a strike to Holly Armitage. Full toss there, Armitage sweeps, leg side, it's in the gap, and another boundary. So Holly Armitage getting a move on here, second boundary in 2 overs for Holly Armitage. It's short this time. Armitage goes for the pull shot, gets the leading edge, falls just short. Off shot third man. Very lucky there for Oli Armitage. So easily that could have carried to the hands of the short third man fielder, but it is landed short of third man and Armitage has picked up the single. So still one ball left in this over. And that's a wide from Crictracker. Wide down the leg side and Crictracker has to reload that one. Last ball of the over, it's short and wide, but Catherine Fraser cuts it down the ground to mid-off. Another single to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Crictracker. And the Northern Superchargers women are 74 for 6 after 80 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So 20 more deliveries left in this innings now, and the Northern Superchargers still struggling here. They need to find a way to at least push towards 100. In the 100 tournament, at least they should score 100 runs. That is the least they can hope for from this position. I really don't know what happened to the Northern Superchargers batters actually. This was supposed to be a really good encounter between two unbeaten teams in this tournament. But unfortunately, the Northern Superchargers batters just haven't turned up today. Complete collapse. And that run out of Devina Perrin was also very, very crucial. Because Devina Perrin has been that informed batter for the Northern Superchargers. And even Phoebe Litchfield, Annabelle Sutherland, they have all got starts, but they have not converted them into big scores. And that has been the issue for the Northern Superchargers. So still 20 balls left. And Georgia Adams is continuing. And Fraser looks to sweep. They are appealing for LBW. Finger goes up. Another one goes. Sweep across the line from Catherine Fraser. Gets hit on the pads, and that is straight in front. And the 7th one goes down here for the Northern Superchargers women. It just sums up their day. Have just kept on losing wickets. No partnerships whatsoever. And again, Catherine Fraser in a desperation to accelerate the scoring, playing across the line to a straight delivery. And a simple decision for the umpire. So Georgia Adams picks up another wicket, her second wicket of the day. Catherine Fraser departs after scoring 4 runs from 7 balls. And the Northern Superchargers women are 74 for 7 after 81 balls. So just 3 more wickets in hand now, and the new batter to the crease for the Northern Superchargers women is Lucy Higham. And straight away Higham looking to flick it away. There's a chance of a run out at the non-strikers end. But Armitage makes it back. If at all there's any hope, anything needs to happen, it has to be wholly Armitage to take them to that good total from here. And this time it's on the pad, swept away by Lucy Higham. It goes past short fine leg. Is it racing away for 4? Yes it is. Is it? Yes it is. Boundary here for Lucy Higham. Was on the pads from Georgia Adams. And Lucy Higham just getting bat on it. Ball raced away for 4. First boundary for Lucy Higham in this innings. And this time it's a short ball pulled away by Lucy Higham towards mid-wicket. And Lucy Higham picks up another single. Gives the strike to wholly Armitage. One more delivery left in this over. Again, just 5 runs coming from this over so far. This southernbrave unit, this southernbrave bowling unit has been outstanding this season. Last ball of the over, Armitage comes down the pitch, drives through the offside. It's in the gap for 4 to finish that over. So Armitage finds another crucial boundary, second boundary in that over. Just the 3rd boundary in this innings for wholly Armitage. And 9 runs came from that over from Georgia Adams and the wicket of... 9 runs came from that over from Georgia Adams and the wicket of Catherine Fraser in that over. And the Northern Superchargers women are 83 for 7 after 85 balls. So Tilly Coleman now continuing in the attack, and straight away a quicker delivery. Armitage comes down the pitch and hits it back to the bowler. A dot ball to start the over. And this time Armitage gives herself room, sweeps it leg side, deep mid wicket is there. Another single for wholly Armitage. Gives the strike to Lucy Higham. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Only 13 more deliveries left in this innings. And can they get to the magical, psychological 100-run mark is the big question. That's on the stumps, driven back to the bowler by Lucy Higham. Another dot ball from Tilly Coleman. And this time Lucy Higham reverse sweeps. Gets it past short third man. Is it racing away for 4? Oh, that's a good stop. That is a really good stop on the boundary there. And Lucy Higham, I think, picks up a couple of runs here. That is a really good stop by the third man fielder. Yes, the third man fielder has done really well. And I think Lucy Higham has completed a couple of runs here. Or in fact, Lucy Higham has only taken the single. 3 runs have been completed. Sorry. 3 runs have been completed. Armitage on strike. Last ball of the over. And Armitage comes down the pitch. Hits it down the ground to long off. And picks up another single to finish that over. Excellent over. Excellent spell from Tilly Coleman. And finishes her spell 1 for 17 in her 20 balls. Just 5 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman. And the Northern Superchargers women are 88 for 7 after 90 balls. So 10 balls left in this innings, and you would think it will be Lauren Bell and Sophie Devine to finish things off with the ball for the Southern Brave women, and that is how exactly it's going to be. Holly Armitage is on strike, the set batter at the crease. So here's Lauren Bell with the penultimate over. That's a short ball pulled away by Armitage, and it's gone in the gap for 4. Exactly what the Northern Superchargers needed. Boundary of the first ball of the over from Holly Armitage to start the over. So that is a great start to the over for the Northern Superchargers. Pressure on Lauren Bell now, second ball of the over. Slower ball, swung leg side by Armitage towards deep mid wicket. And Armitage picks up just a single, gives a strike to Lucy Higham. 8 more deliveries left in this innings. Can the Northern Superchargers push towards 110? At least give something for the bowlers to defend. Holly Armitage has batted well on a day where every other Northern Superchargers batters have failed actually with the bat. So Lucy Higham on strike. What is she going to do? Lucy Higham gives herself room, goes down the ground. And has it gone all the way for 6 or has it gone on the bounce? I think it has gone on the bounce for 4. Another boundary here for Lucy Higham, who is proving to be a really good commodity with the bat actually. A full length delivery from Lauren Bell, punished down the ground by Lucy Higham. And this time it's a slow ball from Lauren Bell. Lucy Higham reverse sweeps and picks up a single towards short third man. Gives a strike to Holly Armitage. 1 more delivery left in this over. Slightly expensive over from Lauren Bell. Last ball of the over now. Holly Armitage on strike. And full toss, Armitage comes down the pitch, hits it leg side, deep mid wicket is there, and another couple of runs for Holly Armitage to finish that over, brings up the 100 as well for the Northern Superchargers with those couple of runs. 12 runs came from that over from Lauren Bell, and the Northern Superchargers women are 100 for 7 after 95 balls. So 1 more over left in this innings, and it's going to be Sophie Devine to bowl the last over here. Last 5 deliveries in this innings, and Northern Superchargers have scratched their way towards 100. Here's Sophie Devine, and straight away Armitage hits it down the ground. 1 bounce to long on, and Holly Armitage picks up another single, gives a strike to Lucy Higham, who is batting at a higher strike rate compared to Holly Armitage. And it's a slow ball. Higham gives herself room, gets the top edge, and the catch is taken at short third man. Lucy Higam was looking to swing leg side, but not able to get the middle of the bat there. It's gone off the outer half of the bat. Simple catch at short third man. And Sophie Devine strikes once again for the Southern Brave. She has been outstanding with the ball today. Picks up another wicket here in the death overs. And it's Lucy Higam who has to make her way back to the pavilion now. 8 down, Northern Superchargers. Lucy Higam departs after scoring 13 runs from 8 balls. And the Northern Superchargers are 101 for 8 after 97 balls. So a new batter to the crease now for the Northern Superchargers women is Lindsay Smith. Certainly has some capability with the bat. Just 3 more deliveries left in this innings. Sophie Devine. Can she finish it well for the Southern Brave? That's a slow ball. Lindsay Smith hits it in the air. Fielder takes the catch at mid-off. And it's 2 wickets and 2 balls for Sophie Devine. And she will be on a hat-trick as well. And Lindsay Smith has to depart. 9 down now, Northern Superchargers. A slow ball again from Sophie Devine. Lindsay Smith has had to go for the big shot. She has no other option at this point, this stage of this innings. And just chipping it in the air. Simple catch by the mid-off fielder. And again, Northern Superchargers losing their way here towards the end of this innings. Lindsay Smith departs for a golden duck. And the Northern Superchargers women are 101 for 9 after 98 balls. So Ballinger is the new batter to the crease and she will be facing the hat-trick ball from Sophie Devine. Here she comes. And that's on the patch, flicked away, it's in the gap. And somehow Ballinger has negotiated the hat-trick ball. And I think she will pick up a couple. No, she picks up only a single. So Ballinger gets off the mark with a single. And gives the strike to Holly Armitage to face the last ball of this innings. But yet again, it has been an outstanding over from Sophie Devine here. Just 2 runs from this over and 2 wickets in the last over. Still 1 ball left. Can Armitage finish it off with a 6? Last ball of the innings. And Armitage swings and misses. They are looking for the run. It's a run out to finish. And eventually, the Northern Superchargers have been bowled out. 3 wickets in the last over. Of course, the last wicket coming in the form of a run out. But again, an excellent last over from Sophie Devine. Just 2 runs coming from the last over and 3 wickets in the last over for the Southern Brave. And the Northern Superchargers women have been bowled out for 102 at the end of their 100 balls. And Southern Brave will be quite happy with their bowling performance today. They have managed to restrict a really good batting lineup of the Northern Superchargers. And when the Southern Brave women come out to bat, they will need 103 runs to win the match from their full quota of 100 balls. And I think that should be a pretty easy chase for the Southern Brave women. Required run rate will be just around 6 runs and over maybe, or just above 5 runs and over required run rate in this 100 format, chasing down 103 in 100 balls. But as outstanding bowling performance, Sophie Devine finishing with 3 for 15 in her 20 balls. She has been outstanding. Even Tilly Coleman bowled well. Holly Armitage, the lone fighter for the Northern Superchargers women today, finishing unbeaten on 36 from 28 balls with 4 boundaries at a strike rate of 128.57. But unfortunately, all other batters of the Northern Superchargers have failed miserably today. So it's a forgettable day for the batters of the Northern Superchargers women. At least we need to see whether they can make a fight out of this 103 runs which they have set as a target for the Southern Brave women. So Southern Brave women need 103 to win from their quota of 100 balls. Can they chase it down? Will they chase it down? We'll find out in a short while. So we'll be back again in a short while to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Oh, hi guys, welcome back to this run chase here. The Southern Brave women are needing 103 runs to win this match in 100 balls, and the Northern Superchargers women need something dramatic if they want to win this match. The Northern Superchargers women need something dramatic if they want to win this match. Something miraculous they need. As we see, Maya Bouchier is opening the innings for the Southern Brave women. Grace Ballinger is opening the bowling for the Northern Superchargers women as usual. And the required run rate is only 5.15. So it should be achievable for the Southern Brave women. Can the Northern Superchargers still fight on here? They need early wickets. That is the only way they can put pressure on the Southern Brave batters. So we'll be starting this run chase in another few seconds here. Maya Bouchier on strike. Here's the first ball of the run chase. And Bouchier drives down the ground to mid-off. The dot ball to start the over from Grace Ballinger. So with the required run rate just above 5, I think the Southern Brave women will back themselves to chase this. That's another good delivery there on a good length, swinging back in. Defended again by Maya Bouchier. Another dot ball from Grace Ballinger. But having said that, the Northern Superchargers have to keep believing. Any miracle can still happen. And that's a wide down the leg side. So Grace Ballinger will have to reload that one. And when you're defending these kind of scores, it will be better if you can bowl least extras as possible. And that's back of the length, punch down the ground by Maya Bouchier towards mid-on. Another dot ball from Grace Ballinger. So still no runs on the bat. Good start here from Grace Ballinger. Two more deliveries left in this over. Maya Bouchier taking her time to settle. And this time Maya Bouchier flicks it down the ground, halfway down the pitch. Chance of a run out was there. And Maya Bouchier has made her ground, was looking to pick up the single there. But her partner didn't respond. So she had to go back. And it's another dot ball. So this is a really good first over here from Grace Ballinger. Apart from that wide, no runs have been scored off the bat. Last ball of the over now coming up from Grace Ballinger. And that's another really good delivery. Another dot ball to finish. So just one run came from that over from Grace Ballinger, and that one run also came through the wide. Southern Brave women are 1 without loss after 5 balls. So we can say it's a good start from Grace Ballinger actually, and there is some hope if Northern Superchargers pick up some early wickets. Maybe they can try and make a fight out of this. Here's Kate Cross bowling the second over of this innings, and that's punched away by Maya Bouchier towards deep extra covers, and finally Maya Bouchier gets off the mark with a single. Gives a strike to Danny Wyatt Hodge. So Danny Wyatt on strike. And that's shot and pulled away by Danny Wyatt, but deep mid wicket is there. And Danny Wyatt also gets off the mark with a single. Gives the strike to Maya Bouchier. Kate Cross is a really good bowler. They need early wickets. Northern Superchargers have a good bowling attack actually. It's not a bad bowling attack at all. They should believe they can make a fight out of this. That's again on the pads, flicked away by Maya Bouchier. And another single for Maya Bouchier. So 3 balls, 3 singles in this over. Still 2 balls left in this over. Danny Wyatt on strike. And that's on a good length, driven again by Danny Wyatt. Another single for Danny Wyatt. So 4 balls, 4 singles in this over. Still 1 ball left in this over. And Danny Wyatt has completed 1000 runs in the 100 tournament. So congratulations to Danny Wyatt for that achievement. With that single, she has completed 1000 runs in the 100 tournament. So kudos to her for that. Last ball of the over, nicely defended by Maya Bouchier towards covers. Another dot ball to finish that over. So just 4 runs came from that over from Kate Cross. And the Southern Brave women are 5 without loss after 10 balls. So Grace Ballinger is going to continue in her second over now. And the Southern Brave are also off to a really slow start here. Danny Wyatt on strike. Here's Grace Ballinger. And that's a wide down the leg side. So not a good start again from Grace Ballinger. Has to reload that one. And this time it's cut away, pass shot, third man into the boundary for 4. It was close to the body and Danny Wyatt placed it beautifully. First boundary of the innings, first boundary for Danny Wyatt. Oh, that's another pitch of a delivery from Grace Ballinger, pitching and coming back into the right-hander. And nicely defended by Danny Wyatt. Another dot ball from Grace Ballinger. And again back of the lane, defended by Danny Wyatt. Picks up a quick single. A fumble as well by the fielder. Allows the single to get completed. And Maya Bouchier gets the strike now. Two more deliveries left in this over. Maya Bouchier has faced 8 balls, scored only 2 runs so far. That's a wide down the leg side again. It's signaled as a wide. So extra ball, extra run. Second wide in this over from Grace Ballinger. And this has been an expensive over actually for Northern Superchargers, given that they are defending such a low score. 7 runs from this over already, still 2 balls left. That's short and wide, cut away again by Maya Bouchier towards point. And Maya Bouchier picks up another single. Gives the strike to Danny Wyatt. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over now, and Danny Wyatt drives straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish that over. The 8 runs came from that over from Grace Ballinger, and the Southern Brave women are 13 without loss after 15 balls. So 90 runs needed from 85 balls. Annabelle Sutherland is the new bowler into the attack for the Northern Superchargers. Can she provide the breakthrough here? Danny Wyatt on strike, full delivery. Danny Wyatt guides it past the short third man fielder. And does it go for 4? No, I don't think so. Good fielding at deep point. And Danny Wyatt runs. I think they have completed 3 runs here. They've completed 3 runs. Good running between the wickets from both these batters. Fantastic piece of fielding as well at deep point. So good cricket all round. Maya Bouchier on strike now. Northern Superchargers desperately need wickets now. That's a full delivery, flicked away by Maya Bouchier, straight to mid-wicket. Another dot. That's a wide down the leg side, given as a wide again. So Annabelle Sutherland has to reload that one. So every over we are seeing at minimum 1 wide, which is not helping the cause for the Northern Superchargers if they want to defend this total. That's a slow ball, swung away again by Maya Bouchier straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball. Maya Bouchier hasn't got going yet. She has faced 11 deliveries and scored only 3 runs. So at a strike rate of 27.27, would you believe it? Maya Bouchier needs to get going. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Another full delivery, driven again by Maya Bouchier, straight to covers. Another dot ball here from Sutherland. So really good over here from Sutherland. Just 4 runs from this over, still 1 ball left. Maya Bouchier is struggling here to find the boundaries. Last ball of the over from Annabelle Sutherland. And that's a wide down the leg side again. Oh, in fact, it's been given as out. Would you believe it? What is happening here? It's been given as out. Caught behind, is it? Well, Maya Boucher is going for the review. I thought it was a wide down the leg side. It's given us out. I don't know whether anyone appealed for the catch actually. I don't think there was any bat involved there. They have gone upstairs for the review. Maya Boucher has gone upstairs for the review. There's a huge gap between bat and ball. I don't know what the umpire saw there to give that as out. So huge gap between bat and ball, nothing on ultra edge. Somewhere, something, the umpire saw something and just gave the decision as out. It is given as not out. And it is another dot ball to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And is Annabelle Sutherland going to continue here? So in fact, it is given as a wide. So still 1 ball left in this over. Annabelle Sutherland is reloading. Last ball of the over. And that's good line delivery. Flicked down the ground by Maya Boucher. Picks up another quick single to finish that over. So 6 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And the Southern Brave women are 19 without loss after 20 balls. So after all of that, Southern Brave women still need 84 runs to win from the last 80 balls. Maya Boucher has struggled, having scored only 4 runs from 13 balls, but still since the target is so small for the Southern Brave to chase down, I don't think it will affect them. Kate Cross continuing in the attack and straight away a short ball pulled away by Boucher towards deep mid wicket, and Maya Boucher picks up another single, gives the strike to Danny Wyatt Hodge. And that's back of the length. Danny Wyatt Hodge defends it towards point and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Maya Boucher. So Southern Brave batters also dealing in singles, not in any hurry to chase this down. Meanwhile, the Northern Superchargers need wickets. Only way they can put pressure on the opposition. And talking about wickets, there's a mistimed shot and the catch is taken. Exactly what the Northern Superchargers wanted. Kate Cross strikes for the Northern Superchargers, and Maya Boucher, her struggle has come to an end. Was unable to time the ball, find the boundaries. Eventually she just slogged there, got the top edge, and a simple catch at mid-off. And Maya Boucher has to go. First wicket down for the Southern Brave women, and it's Kate Cross who strikes first blood for the Northern Superchargers. Is there some hope still left for the Northern Superchargers women? Maya Boucher departs after scoring 5 runs from 15 balls, and the Southern Brave women are 21 for 1 after 23 balls. So we were just talking about picking up early wickets. They have got one here, the Northern Superchargers. Is there some pressure now on the Southern Brave women, or I think they are still in control of this run chase, but the momentum, they have not got the momentum yet. Current run rate is only 4.57 even for the Southern Brave women. New batter to the crease is Laura Wolfart, and straight away she defends it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball from Kate Cross. Still one more delivery left in this over. Another few dot balls. Anything can happen. These kind of low scores, we have seen plenty of low scoring thrillers actually. The last ball of the over now from Kate Cross. Wolford on strike. And Wolford drives in the gap. Is it racing away for 4? No, the deep point fielder is there. And Laura Wolford gets off the mark with a single to finish that over. 3 runs came from that over from Kate Cross and the wicket on the struggling Maya Boucher in that over. The Southern Brave women are 22 for 1 after 25 balls. So the batting power play is over, and there's a new bowler into the attack here for the Northern Superchargers. They haven't given it up yet. They're still fighting here. Required run rate 5.40. Another few quiet overs. We could have another interesting match on our hands. Lindsay Smith is a new bowler into the attack for the Northern Superchargers women. Has this happy knack of picking up wickets. And if they can get the wicket of Danny Wyatt Hodge here, be very useful for the Northern Superchargers. Now Danny Wyatt Hodge on strike. Here's Lindsay Smith. Danny Wyatt Hodge comes down the page, hits it over mid-off. That's a good shot. Finally a boundary after a very long time. Boundary after a very long time for the Southern Brave women. And Danny Wyatt Hodge starts the over with a boundary. Second boundary in this innings. Second boundary for Danny Wyatt Hodge. And this time it's short and wide, cut away by Danny Wyatt Hodge, finds the gap. And another boundary here, back-to-back boundaries to start the over from Danny Wyatt Hodge. This is not the start the Northern Superchargers would have wanted. Now the equation has come down to a run a ball for the Southern Brave women, and Danny Wyatt Hodge is really looking dangerous here. 3 more deliveries left in this over now. And this time, Danny Wyatt Hodge pulls it away. It's in the gap, is it? No, misfield at deep square leg. Another boundary. 3 back-to-back boundaries. And it's Southern Braves game now completely. The equation is under a run ball now, definitely. What a start to this over for the Southern Brave women. Danny Wyatt Hodge starts the over with 3 back-to-back boundaries. So Lindsay Smith now coming over the wicket to Danny Wyatt Hodge. But nothing changes. Again pulled away by Danny Wyatt Hodge. But this deep square leg fielder will come around. And Danny Wyatt Hodge picks up a couple of runs here. But this is a huge over for the Southern Brave women. 14 runs have come from this over already. And it is Southern Braves match now. The equation is under a run a ball. The only way Northern Superchargers can win is by bowling them out here. You need to bowl the Southern Brave out. Otherwise, this match is over. Last ball of the over. And that's defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish that over. But an expensive over from Lindsay Smith. 14 runs came from that over. And the Southern Brave women in total control here. They are 36 for 1 after 30 balls. Well, that huge over from Lindsay Smith has put Southern Brave in a commanding position here, just needing 67 more runs to win from 70 deliveries. Annabelle Sutherland is back into the attack now. Laura Wolfart on strike. And that's a wide to start from Annabelle Sutherland. So again, starting the over with a wide. That is not a great start to the over from Sutherland. .66 needed from 70 balls. Oh, that's back of the line, defended by Wolfart. Another dot ball from Annabelle Sutherland. Georgia Wareham is not playing today for the Northern Superchargers women. And that is a huge blow, I think. She should be back soon for the next match. That's on the pads, flicked away by Laura Wolfart. And Wolfart picks up another single, gives a strike to Danny Wyatt Hodge. It's one leg buys from Laura Wolfart there. So Danny Wyatt Hodge on strike now, and that's again down on the pads from Sutherland, tucked away by Danny Wyatt Hodge, and Danny Wyatt Hodge picks up another single. This partnership between Laura Wolfart and Danny Wyatt Hodge is worth 18 from 10 balls. Still 2 balls left in this over. Wolfart on strike. And Wolfart drives down the ground. And that's a good stop in our follow through from Sutherland. Another dot ball. One more delivery left in this over. And Wolfart gives herself room, hits it down the ground. And one bounce into the boundary for 4. That's a nice way to finish the over. First boundary for Laura Wolfart in this innings. And a boundary to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And the Southern Brave women are 43 for 1 after 35 balls. So Lucy Higham is the new bowler into the attack for the Northern Superchargers women. 60 needed now for the Southern Brave. And it looks like Southern Brave are going to be picking up their 3rd win of the season today. Here's Lucy Higham, Wolfart on strike. And Wolfart flicks it away leg side. And picks up another single. Gives a strike to Danny Wyatt Hodge. And this time Danny Wyatt Hodge sweeps leg side towards short fine leg and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Laura Wolfart. 58 more needed for the Southern Brave women. And Wolfart also drives down the ground here. Another single here. Happy to take the singles now. Southern Brave. Equation is under a run a ball. 57 needed from 62 balls now. Maybe Southern Brave can utilize this as an opportunity and maybe try and improve their run rate by chasing it down quickly. That can be an option, because net run rate will become very important towards the end of the tournament. That's pulled away by Danny Wyatt Hodge, straight to deep mid wicket. Another single here. The last ball of the over now from Lucy Higham, and Wolfart drives in the gap and another boundary to finish that over. Superb shot there from Laura Wolfart, finding the gap and finding the boundary. Ends that over with the boundary. 8 runs came from that over from Lucy Higham, and 50 comes up for the Southern Brave women with that boundary. The Southern Brave women are 51 for 1 after 40 balls. So it's all looking too easy now for the Southern Brave women. Just another 52 runs needed from 60 balls, 9 wickets in hand. And Laura Wolfart and Danny Wyatt Hodge are doing this easily here. And it's also time for the strategic timeout now. So the Southern Brave women are 51 for 1 after 40 balls, and they are looking really good here to pick up their 3rd win of this season. They have been playing really good cricket, the Southern Brave women. Outstanding bowling unit, outstanding batting unit. So Lindsay Smith now back into the attack. Bowled an expensive first over, and straight away Danny Wyatt Hodge drives towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Laura Wolfart. The required run rate is just 4.34. Lindsay Smith conceded 14 runs in her first over, and that just completely shifted the match towards Southern Brave. And now it's going to be really tough actually for the Northern Superchargers. It's again flicked away by Wolfart, straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball. But Wolfart doing this very easily at the moment. She knows that nothing extravagant is required, just keep rotating the strike punish the odd loose ball. Again, hit down the ground by Wolfart. Another single towards long gone. That is exactly what these two batters are doing. Not trying to play anything unnecessary. Just playing conventional cricket, rotating the strike. They know they are in control of this game. Two more deliveries left in this over. Again, Danny Wyatt drives down the ground. Another single. They're just doing this easily. Target is now under 50 for the Southern Brave women. Last ball of the over. Wolfart on strike. And Wolfart drives down the ground again. Another single to finish that over. 4 runs came from that over from Lindsay Smith. And the Southern Brave women are 55 for 1 after 45 balls. So just 48 more needed now for the Southern Brave women. Kate Cross now is back into the attack. Danny Wyatt on strike. And that's cut away by Danny Wyatt towards deep extra covers. And Danny Wyatt picks up another single. Gives the strike to Laura Wolfart. Just 46 needed now. 47 more needed for the Southern Brave. Wolfart comes down the pitch, goes over the top, and it's 1 bounce 4 for Laura Wolfart. He's just having fun here, both these batters rotating the strike, attacking when needed. 3rd boundary in this innings for Laura Wolfart, and just 43 more needed now for the Southern Brave women. And this time it's full outside the off stump, driven again by Laura Wolfart. In the gap again, and another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries for Laura Wolfart. And the target now is under 40. Kate Cross is also leaking runs here. 9 runs from this over already, still 2 balls left. And Laura Wolfart is doing this single-handedly for the Southern Brave women. Two more deliveries left in this over. Wolfart on strike. That's driven down the ground again. Oh, that's a good fielding at mid-on. So Wolfart picks up another single. Gives the strike to Danny Wyatt. 10 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over now from Kate Cross. And Danny Wyatt defends it towards covers and picks up another single to finish that over. 11 runs came from that over from Kate Cross. And the Southern Brave women are 66 for 1 after 50 balls. So 37 more runs needed now for the Southern Brave women to win this match. There's a new bowler into the attack now for the Northern Superchargers. They're trying everything that they can. But unfortunately, not enough runs on the board to defend for the Northern Superchargers women. A very sorry batting performance today. A very sorry looking batting performance today from the Northern Superchargers. So here's Catherine Fraser into the attack. And Danny Wyatt comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground, straight back to the bowler. A dot ball to start the over. And Danny Wyatt stays where she is and hits it down the ground, straight down the ground for 4. Nicely flighted, nicely tossed up by Catherine Fraser. And Danny Wyatt hit through the line. 5th boundary in this innings for Danny Wyatt. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And Danny Wyatt swings leg side. But deep square leg is there. Another single for Danny Wyatt. Gives the strike to Laura Wolfart. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Just 32 needed now. 50 partnership comes up between Danny Wyatt and Laura Wolfart. Partnership is 50 from just 30 deliveries between these two batters, and they are taking Southern Brave home today. That's again flighted delivery. Wolfart hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Danny Wyatt. 1 more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. Full toss. Danny Wyatt swings leg side in the air and fielder dives and not able to grab hold of the catch. Oh my goodness me. That was a good effort by the fielder. But still the batters have completed a couple of runs to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Catherine Fraser. And the Southern Brave women are 74 for 1 after 55 balls. Annabelle Sutherland now is continuing in the attack. Annabelle Sutherland still has 2 overs left. And that's a good delivery first up. Defended back to the bowler by Danny Wyatt. Another dot ball to start the over from Sutherland. It's short and wide, cut away by Danny Wyatt, straight to points. And another dot ball. That's a slow ball again, defended by Danny Wyatt, and they pick up a quick single there. It's good running between the wickets. Quick single completed by Danny Wyatt and gives a strike to Laura Wolfart. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Just 1 run from this over so far. Laura Wolford on strike now. And Wolford drives straight down the ground. Was that a catching opportunity? I don't know. But it's another dot ball from Sutherland. It's good over from Sutherland so far. Just 1 run from this over so far. That was hit so hard from Wolford, and that was a catching opportunity actually. Sutherland went with one hand but couldn't grab a hold of it. Last ball of the over now. And that's time. Wolford just gently flicks it away leg side and picks up another single to finish that over. 2 runs came from that over from Annabel Sutherland. And the Southern Brave women are 76 for 1 after 60 balls, needing another 27 runs to win this match. So Lindsay Smith now is back into the attack. Wolford on strike, and that's a flighted delivery. Good Yorker actually. Wolford yorked herself, looking to flick it away. Gets an inside edge onto the pads. Another dot ball to start the over from Lindsay Smith. And Wolford this time comes down the pitch, drives it through the offside. And that's good fielding at deep extra covers. And Wolford picks up a couple of runs. And just 25 more needed now. Flighted again. Wolford hits it down the ground to long off. And picks up another single. Gives a strike to Danny Wyatt Hodge. Two more deliveries left in this over. Danny Wyatt Hodge on strike. And Danny Wyatt Hodge moves across. Again hits it down the ground. Another single here from Danny Wyatt Hodge. Gives a strike to Laura Wolford. One more delivery left in this over. Good over from Lindsay Smith. Just 4 runs from this over, but unfortunately, if Northern Superchargers are not going to be taking wickets, Southern Brave will win this match. It's again hit leg side by Laura Wolford towards long on for another single to finish that over. 5 runs came from that over from Lindsay Smith. And Southern Brave women are 81 for 1 after 65 balls. So 22 still needed from 35 balls for the Southern Brave women. Catherine Fraser is a new bowler into the attack. Straight away, Danny Wyatt Hodge comes down the pitch, hits it in the air. And it's 1 bounce to long on. And Danny Wyatt Hodge picks up a couple of runs to start the over. It looked as though the ball would carry to long on there, but it fell short of long on. Couple of runs for Danny Wyatt Hodge. Just 20 needed now. Again, Danny Wyatt Hodge comes down the pitch. Hits it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Catherine Fraser. Oh, this time Danny Wyatt comes down the pitch, misses it, and I think she's stumped here. She's been stumped, I think. Catherine Fraser, I think, has struck here for the Northern Superchargers. It might be too late, but a wicket here for the Northern Superchargers. Danny Wyatt looking to finish it off quickly. Coming down the pitch and not able to make connection. And Catherine Fraser picks up her first wicket today. But Danny Wyatt just played really well. Couldn't stay till the end at the crease. Nicely flighted delivery from Fraser. Danny Wyatt coming down the pitch and missing it altogether. And finally, Northern Superchargers breaking this partnership. Danny Wyatt departs after a magnificent knock of 43 from 31 balls. And the Southern Brave women are 83 for 2 after 68 balls. So the new batter to the crease is Sophie Devine, and straight away Sophie Devine drives down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball from Catherine Fraser. Sophie Devine has contributed more with the ball in this tournament than with the bat. Last ball of the over, Sophie Devine comes down the pitch, hits it down the ground to long on. And Sophie Devine gets off the mark with a single. Gives the strike. No, actually the over has come to an end. So I think Sophie Devine will keep the strike for the next over. 3 runs came from that over from Catherine Fraser and the wicket of Danny Wyatt in that over. And the Southern Brave women are 84 for 2 after 70 balls. So just 19 more runs needed now for the Southern Brave women. Northern Superchargers looking to keep fighting here, even though only 19 needed for the Southern Brave. So here's Kate Cross bowling to Sophie Devine, and Sophie Devine punches it through the offside and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Laura Wolfart. It's another full delivery. Laura Wolfart drives down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball from Kate Cross. And this time Wolfart gives herself room. Flicks it leg side and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Sophie Devine. 17 more runs needed for the Southern Brave. Sophie Devine was outstanding with the ball today. Can she finish things off with the bat here? And it's driven through the offside by Sophie Devine. In the gap for 4. First boundary for Sophie Devine in this innings. And just 13 more needed now. Nice and full there from Kate Cross, and nicely driven through the offside for 4 by Sophie Devine. It's another full delivery flicked away by Sophie Devine towards long on, and Sophie Devine picks up another single to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over from Kate Cross. The Southern Brave women are 91 for 2 after 75 balls, needing just 12 more runs to win this match. So Lindsay Smith now going to be bowling this over. Just 12 more runs needed now for the Southern Brave. They're almost there. Make it 3 wins in a row in this tournament. One of these unbeaten teams had to get beaten today, and it's most likely going to be the Northern Superchargers. That's nicely flighted and driven down the ground by Wolford straight to mid-on. Dot ball to start the over from Lindsay Smith. And again, this time Wolford hits it down the ground past the fielder and picks up another single. Gives a strike to Sophie Devine. Just 11 more needed for the Southern Brave. And Sophie Devine swings leg side. Has she got enough on it? 1 bounce, 4, or is it gone all the way? It has gone all the way for 6. An outstanding shot there from Sophie Devine. Nicely flighted by Lindsay Smith. And Sophie Devine pulling out the slog sweep. First 6 of this innings coming off the bat of Sophie Devine. And this time it's a full delivery from Lindsay Smith. Sophie Devine slogs it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Gives the strike to Laura Wolford. 1 more delivery left in this over. And that's a flatter delivery driven back to the bowler by Laura Wolford. Another dot ball to finish that over. 8 runs came from that over from Lindsay Smith. And the Southern Brave women are 99 for 2 after 80 balls. Just 4 more needed now for the Southern Brave women to win this. So Annabelle Sutherland now again into the attack, into her last set of 5 balls in her spell. Just 4 runs needed for the Southern Brave women. Sophie Devine is on strike. It's a slow ball flicked away by Sophie Devine towards deep mid wicket. And Sophie Devine picks up another single, and the 100 comes up for the Southern Brave women with that single. And just 3 more needed now for the Southern Brave to win this match and go 3 from 3 in this tournament. London Spirit are the only other team to have 3 wins in a row in their first 3 matches. And this time Wolford pulls it away. It's in the gap. Deep square leg fielder coming around. And Wolford comes back for the second. Couple of runs completed. And the scores are level now for the Southern Brave women. And just 1 more run needed for the Southern Brave to clinch victory here. It has been a clinical performance from the Southern Brave women once again. They are looking like the team to beat in this tournament. Bowling well, batting well. Just 1 more run needed now. Here's Sutherland. That's a slow ball, flicked away in the gap. Laura Wolford gets the single, and that's game, set and match to the Southern Brave women, whose unbeaten run continues in this tournament. They now pick up their third win in this season in 3 matches. And the Northern Superchargers were also unbeaten coming into this match. But unfortunately today, Northern Superchargers have suffered their first defeat in this Women's 100 tournament. But a clinical performance from the Southern Brave women, restricting Northern Superchargers to 102 with the ball, and then coming out and chasing down the target of 103 in just 83 balls and winning by 8 wickets with 17 balls remaining in this innings. And definitely the Southern Brave women are a team to beat in this tournament. London Spirit are the only other team who is also unbeaten in this tournament with 3 wins from 3 matches. So both London Spirit and Southern Brave going really well in this tournament and looking really strong to qualify for the playoffs in this season. Sophie Devine, clinical with the ball, clinical with the bat. Wyatt scored 43 from 31 balls. And then Laura Wolfart also unbeaten on 28 from 22 balls. Laura Wolfart unbeaten on 33 from 29 balls at a strike rate of 113.79. And in the end ensuring that the Southern Brave chased down the target of 103 without any hiccups and picking up their third win of the season. So 2 teams are continuing their unbeaten run in this tournament. So this tournament is getting more interesting. The Northern Superchargers will go back and reflect on their batting performance today. It was a very sorry looking batting performance from a really good batting lineup actually. None of their batters fired today, and that is why Northern Superchargers got bowled out for just 102 runs. If they could have batted a little better, they could have put more pressure on the Southern Brave in the run chase. But all in all, a good win here for the Southern Brave, winning by 8 wickets with 17 balls left and picking up their third win in a row in this season. So it's a double header day today. We'll be back again to cover the second match of the day in just a short while. So until then, take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.